Hey, everybody out there. We're running right now from 6 to 7. We're in step 7. This is the unknown prisoner, and we want to get into this step 7 because it means so much. It's a backbone of the whole. It's right in the middle of the steps, and it guarantees another day of sobriety, and it's just a new and a tremendous way to think about life itself without a drink, without a drug, and to move on and to not to have to change the way you feel or be somebody with something you take or that you use. This step 7 is humbly ask Him to remove our shortcomings. Now, that's not a very long statement, but it is a very powerful statement because humble yourself. Humble yourself toward Him, God Almighty, and this will remove our shortcomings. The shortcomings are the things that grab us and bring us and drag us back into our way of life that we were in the alcoholism and drug addiction. Since this step so specifically concerns itself with humility, that's a huge word when I'm talking. We should pause here to consider what humility is and what the practice of it can mean to us. Indeed, attainment of greater humility is the foundation principle of each of AA's 12 steps. That's why I say and consider how valuable this step is for a person that wants to stay sober. For without some degree of humility, no alcoholic can stay sober at all. Nearly all AAs have found too much that unless that develop more of this precious quality than may be required just for sobriety, they still haven't much chance of becoming truly happy. Without it, they cannot live to much useful purpose or in adversity be able to summon the faith that can meet any emergency. Now that is the basis of living one day at a time sober. Whatever comes down to this day, it hits you square in the mouth. What are you going to do? This is what sobriety is all about. This is what contains, and this humility that we can bow to the one that is the maker and creator of heaven and earth. And we can do what He asks and wants us to do instead of grabbing something to change the way we feel by drinking, drugging, and anything else that goes along with it. Humility as a word and as an ideal have a very bad time of it in our world. Not only in this is the idea misunderstood, the word itself is often intensely disliked. Many people have even a nodding acquaintance with humility as a way of life. Much of the everyday talk we hear, a great deal of what we read, highlights man's pride in his own achievements. Now that's where I was in a situation and my life was to be able to, get to the level that I don't have to have this humility. I boast. I do whatever it takes to get the job done. I fought it so long that it seemed like the macho way of life was the only way that I knew, because I couldn't let my guard down to let people know who I really was inside, because I had always been very insecure. And without alcohol and drugs, I was totally not able to do what it needs to be done on a daily basis to stay sober and to attack life as a humble way and humility and go on about, hey, this is the way you have to go through to get to the other side, to stay sober. Humility, humiliation, the things that are always, that's part of everybody's life, was it was overwhelming to me. I hated to be on that side and people making fun or saying stuff that were not like, you'd want to hear, but it was true. But I didn't know how to defend it. I didn't know how to work with it. All I knew is I drank over it, and I could fight back with with everything I had to make it even worse. So that's the starting and the developing of the seventh step that I wanted to mention to you as I come to a close right now, that we'll pick it up later and we'll broaden the avenue of what we need to do in this step that creates the wonderful foundation of our whole daily reprieve about staying sober. That is unbelievable how this step can amount the most courageous episode in our position if we just take it head on and allow humility to work in our life. Well, this is it today, and I'm over and out, and I've got to go get some humility so I can stay sober today. So I'll be talking to you very soon. Later, over and out.